70 years ago, in the sunlit streets of Jaffa, two lives began a story intertwined. Joesph and Rachel, twins, not just by birth, but by bond. Their journey mirrored a changing world, from cobbled streets to the bustling lanes of possibility. Born in 1954, Joesph and Rachel entered the world in a time of change. Their home was filled with warmth, from the meals Mama Esther prepared to the values she instilled. Back then, Mama Esther, or as we all came to call her, South Estrella, was the heart of their world. Saba Albert, the backbone of the family, set it all in motion. You see, in the 1950s, as the world picked itself up after the war, the Nino family found their footing too. What began in a small workshop on a side street in Jaffa grew into the family's pride and livelihood. Nino Extra, an emblem of ambition, produced shoes with fine Italian leather. Every product they made carried with it the sweat and dreams of a generation rebuilding itself. From a young age, Joesph was the kind of boy whose curiosity knew no bounds. His sharp mind and quick wit made him eager to understand the world around him. At 14, he enrolled in Haifa Technical School, not because it was glamorous, but because it offered the solid foundation that would shape his future. His path led him to the Israeli Air Force, where his fascination with planes came full circle. Joesph wasn't just serious about his work, though. He had a playful side. One day, he brought home a Mirage jet control stick, casually placing it in the living room. Only Yossi would drop $100K of classified military gear in the living room like it was no big deal. But Joseph's love for discovery didn't stop there. Along the way, he picked up French and even got his pilot's license, soaring the skies in his Cessna. With his head in the clouds, literally, his adventurous spirit kept pushing him into new challenges. One of those was his passion for sports, which brought him countless happy memories and a few memorable injuries along the way. This eventually led him to Milan, Israel's first women's football league, where he served as treasurer, championing equality in a sport that was just finding its footing. And while Yossi always kept life exciting, his twin Rachel had a journey all her own. Rachel always had a special place in the family. She was the one who kept everyone close, always bringing warmth and connection to the family, a natural glue that held them together. And she was a playful child. One day, the twins snuck into the brand new Hilton Tel Aviv hotel just to ride the elevators. This is 1965, remember? On their way out, they'd pocket a few soaps as souvenirs. Nothing too serious, just a small token of smelling of fresh lavender and La Dolce Vita. Around the time Yossi was off to the Techni in Haifa, Rachel and Izzy first laid eyes on each other, her would-be future husband. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Well, Rachel had her patriotic duties to fulfill. Serving in the Shalishut in Ramat Gan, she quickly mastered the art of securing gimbalin, which gave her ample time to hang out in the legendary Glita Kozo or the Milk Bar on the Avenue. She began her career at a bank, and after a few chapters in the family business, she eventually found her true calling at the Institute of Steinberg Music Center. Rachel became a trusted figure, her people skills always shining through. Plus, her job came with a fun bonus, rubbing shoulders with some of Israel's most famous faces. From presidents like Shimon Peres to pop stars like Noah Kirel, Rachel had quite the guest list. As the years went by, the twins each built lives of their own, families, traditions, adventures, legacy. But no matter how life changed, one thing stayed the same. They were always connected. They didn't need to say much, it's just something between twins. Maybe it's telepathic, maybe it's just knowing that no matter what, they're there for each other. Joesph and Rachel, two lives intertwined in ways that only they could understand. And through those countless moments, together or apart, the twins were there, side by side, in their own way, no matter what came their way. So here's to the twins, still here, still together, still showing the rest of us what it's all about. Yossi ורחל, Mazal Tov, Yom Huledet Sameach, Ohavim Etchem, the family. Yalla balagan.